You've heard the term a million times, the metaverse. But what if I told you the real story, the most important part, isn't actually about the VR headsets? It's about the incredible engine that's finally bringing this whole digital frontier to life, artificial intelligence. Let's get into it. Let's just start with a number that ought to get your attention. $150 billion. That's what the metaverse market is projected to be worth in 2025 alone. So yeah, this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. It's a digital world being built right now, with a whole lot of money behind it. Okay, so the money's there, we get it. But what are we actually talking about here? Because the AI-powered metaverse is so much more than a buzzword. It's a really profound shift in how we're all going to experience the digital world.
So here's the thing you really need to get. This isn't just about putting on a headset and looking at a pre-built game. It's about AI breathing life into these virtual worlds. It makes them smart, responsive, and truly dynamic. Think of AI as the central nervous system of the metaverse, and it's already here.
All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does AI actually build these worlds? Well, it really all boils down to three core technologies. These are the fundamental building blocks. First up, you've got natural language processing, or NLP for short. This is what gives the metaverse a voice. It's what lets us have normal, natural conversations with characters and assistants in that world. No more clunky text commands, just real, fluid chat. Next, computer vision gives the metaverse its eyes. This is incredible tech. It can analyze our movements, our gestures, even our facial expressions, and then uses that to create these super realistic avatars that move just like we do. I mean, this is a total game changer for feeling a real connection to other people in a virtual world. And the last piece of the puzzle is generative AI. You can think of this as the metaverse's imagination. This is the magic that can just create vast, ever-changing landscapes, unique items, even whole economies, all from a simple text prompt. It's what makes every world feel alive and brand new. And this slide, wow, this really shows you how far the hardware has come. You know, we went from these old passive headsets that basically just showed you a pre-built movie to active devices like the Apple Vision Pro. These new gadgets are constantly gathering data, like where your eyes are looking, and feeding it to an AI that customizes the world around you, instantly. But it's so easy to think this is all just about next-level video games. And you'd be wrong. This technology is expanding way beyond gaming, into pretty much every corner of our lives. I mean, just look at this list. The AI metaverse is already making huge waves across the board. In gaming, sure, you get these wild storylines that change based on what you do. But then you look at the corporate world, where it's changing how people train for really high-stakes jobs. And retail, it's completely flipping how we shop. Take enterprise training, for example. You have platforms like NVIDIA's Omniverse that let companies run these incredibly complex simulations in a totally safe virtual space. Not only does this make employees better at their jobs, but get this, it can slash traditional training costs by as much as 50%. And when it comes to shopping, well, the impact is just as big. We're moving on from just scrolling through flat, boring 2D pictures of things we want to buy. The future is way more interactive. So here's how it works, right? Brands like IKEA can use AI to make this stunningly realistic 3D model of a sofa. Then you just use your phone's camera, point it to your living room, and boom, there's the sofa, sitting right there. You can see exactly how it looks. This gives people so much more confidence to actually buy it, and it's been shown to boost sales by a staggering 94%. So, who is actually building this new universe? Well, as you'd probably guess, it's a handful of tech giants who are pouring billions of dollars into building the whole thing from the ground up. You've got Meta, of course, pushing the social side of things with Horizon Worlds. Then there's NVIDIA, which is really focusing on the business and enterprise angle with Omniverse. It's this amazing platform for creating digital twins of real-world places. Over in China, Baidu is a massive player with its Z-Ring platform. And then you have Apple, the hardware king, right? They're building the cutting-edge gear like the Vision Pro that brings all these different worlds to life.
But okay, let's pump the brakes for a second. Building the metaverse isn't all smooth sailing. For this tech to really reach its potential, we have to face some pretty big hurdles head-on.
And data privacy is the absolute elephant in the room. In a world that can track not just what you click, but where your eyes are looking and how you're moving, well, it's no surprise that a whopping 70% of users are really concerned about how their personal data is being used. And, you know, it goes even deeper than privacy. There are some really tough ethical questions here. The big conversation developers are having is how to make sure the AI building these worlds doesn't just copy all the biases and problems from our own world. We have to be incredibly careful not to build digital exclusion right into the very code of the metaverse.
But even with all those challenges, the momentum here is, well, it's unstoppable. And the potential scale of this transformation is honestly mind-boggling.
Looking ahead, the potential value of the metaverse is projected to hit, wait for it, $5 trillion by 2030. That's a number so massive, it's clear this is poised to become a cornerstone of the global economy. So, what's the bottom line here? It's pretty simple. The metaverse isn't science fiction anymore. It is an emerging reality. And the engine making it all possible is artificial intelligence. It's the key that's unlocking this multi-trillion-dollar future for all of us. And all of this leaves us with one final, kind of profound question to think about. As these AI-driven worlds get more and more realistic, and the beings inside them get more and more intelligent, where do we even draw the line between what's artificial and what's real? And what does that mean for us?